Hey Busta, we're gonna do a reading vlog. Oh. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Wrestling with Disney, where we are doing or participating in the May the Force Read With You Readathon. This will be taking place the entire month of May, so I'm gonna be doing weekly reading vlogs. Hello. each week for the month of May. I'm really excited about it. This readathon was put together by Break Even Books, so I will link his channel down below. I heard about it from the Nerdy Narrative, and I am starting this on today's May 2nd, which is International Harry Potter Day and also National Brother and Sisters Day, if you needed to know that. So I'm going to start looking through what books I'm gonna pick. One of them I already started reading, but I think I'm gonna print out the list of prompts so I can easily follow along. So let's do that first. So yes, even though I could easily read this on my phone, I feel like I'm with work and things, I'm always like using my phone for other things. So I want to have this accessible somewhere else. Okay, we got that done. Used up probably all the ink my husband has with this, but so for I'm doing the dark side. You can pick whether you want to do the light side, neutral, dark side. I chose the dark side because that's just who I am. And we can pick rule of 2, read a book from a duology, lightning, a book under 350 pages, force, vision, manipulation, a book with political intrigue or royalty, seduction, a romance book, and corrupted, book with a black cover. Once we finish all of those, then we could move on to potentially doing some other prompts that they have. But I'm looking for my Kindle, here it is, because I already have a book that I started, so this fits the romance prompt, and I had heard about it on Riley Marie's channel and then saw that it was on Kindle Unlimited, so thought I would give it a shot. Let me show you. So it's His Beauty by Jack Harbon. So I'm already 35% through. That's going to be definitely one of my Kindle reads for this. I figured for this readathon, since there's potentially a lot of books to get through, that I could read books in different ways. So I'm going to have Kindle books, I'm going to have a print book, I'm going to try and do an audio book, and we'll see how many we can get through. So I don't keep too many print books in the house, but I do have a few. So let's take a look and see if any of them fit these prompts. Now, I shouldn't make promises, but I am gonna promise that I'm not gonna pick Sex, Lies, and Headlocks or Twilight. I shouldn't promise though. I do like rereading Twilight. These books came from my mother-in-law. She works at a library, and when they get rid of the books, she grabs them for me. So let's see if any of these doesn't look like we have any black covers or political intrigue. No, I don't know. I don't know if this counts as a black cover because it's like purple, but it's also black. This may be my choice for the black cover. I didn't check the amount of pages on it. It's 376, so it won't count for that. But for the book under 350 pages, I do, hello, have this Nancy Drew book. I like getting like the really old copies of it. And let's see, they're just so, it's 182 pages. And look at it, it's just so old and fabulous. And I love incorporating different lengths, different genres, etc. when tackling like a month of reading like this. So that's 3 books already on the docket for the 5. So we need a book with political intrigue or royalty and a book from a duology. So I am waiting. I think I have on hold one of the Six of Crows books. I'll have to see, because Six of Crows I believe is a duology. Political intrigue, like what does that mean? Something that politically interests me? Like, I'm gonna have to look up political intrigue. Sorry if that's an obvious thing, but let's see. The making of secret plans to harm or deceive people. That sounds really awesome. All right, let's look for a political intrigue book. So I think for this selection, I'm gonna do an audiobook. So I'll take you a little bit through that process of getting an audiobook from the library. I'm sure there are like nice fancy ways of doing this. And look, I'm just gonna type in political intrigue. I don't think that's gonna warrant me what I'm, oh, maybe it will. We got David Baldacci. I always see a lot of his books. Wow, so this is exciting. We have a lot of options. Oh my gosh. I'll go through, I'll put in my search term, and then I'm just gonna put into audiobooks. And ooh, I think I want the MP3 audiobooks, and I'm gonna see if I can do just what's available now, because I don't want to wait. And then these are the selections, so I'll give them a read and see if any of these fit the bill. I'm learning quite a bit about political intrigue. Game of Thrones, political intrigue. It's just fantasy. I mean, I really loved The President is Missing by Bill Clinton and James Patterson, so I'm trying to look for something more that route and less fantasy, but we got options now. We got options. All right, guys, we found it. It's The First Family by Michael Palmer and Daniel Pogler. Let's do this. A staff member at the White House who believes that something is wrong with the president's son beyond being like an isolated teenager. Like, she thinks something is wrong and they think maybe somebody is trying to kill the president's son. So I'm gonna download that on my phone, feed this cat, and I'm gonna start to do some work. I'm excited. Let's get started. No, Buster. Would you like to give any reading updates? No? Just sitting on your condo? Being king of the world? Here we go. Now we can see you. How you liking the book? You can't hear it, but... These are my new rose gold headphones from my husband, early for my birthday. We are almost an hour into The First Family. Well, yeah, there are 10 parts, so I finished part 1. And I'm really liking it. It's definitely giving me the vibes of The President is Missing, which I really loved, as I mentioned. So far, I'm pleased with this choice. I'm still trying to find a balance of what activities I can do while listening to it, where I can pay attention, because I haven't done an audiobook in a while. I can do audiobooks while working if it's like really tedious work, like when I do certain tasks. But then once I switch to where I like need my mind again, then I have to stop. So I think I'm gonna stop with this book for today. I'm wondering, does anyone else have these over the head headphones, and like what's the threshold for when your head starts to hurt or your ears? Just curious about that. If you can let me know down below. But I'm gonna do a 30-minute work sprint. I think I'll listen to some YouTube videos while I do it, and then I'll read the ebook tonight. Hello, we're in the bedroom now because I'm getting ready for my bedtime reads. And so I like to read on my Kindle before bed, because then basically I just read until I fall asleep, which is usually what happens. I read until my eyes cannot bear to stay open anymore, which may not be too long tonight. But and so I like the Kindle for that, because then I can have the lights off, and it's just easier flipping the pages, I guess, while laying down. So that's why I love my Kindle. So what's the name of this book again? I just keep wanting to call it like Beast, but it is not Beast. It is called His Beauty. That does creep me out. He keeps like calling her Beauty straight from the start. Like, this is a legit just telling of Beauty and the Beast. Like, it's not where it's like it's not where, you know, in Beastly, where he doesn't turn into like an animal. Like, this is an animal man, and straight from the get-go he calls her His Beauty, and it like freaks me out. But it's good, it's short. I'm 49 pages in, which is 33% through. So this came up on the Kindle as being like an hour-and-a-half read. But because I keep falling asleep, that doesn't mean I'm gonna finish it in a day, you know, because I'll probably read for about 10 minutes and fall asleep. But I'm liking it so far. It's kind of, right now, it's good, but it's kind of fluffy. And by fluffy, I mean it's not that deep. Of course, it's an hour-and-a-half read, so you're not getting a deep dive. You're just getting a nice feel. Like, it puts you in the, like, if you love Beauty and the Beast as a story, as a movie, whatever version it is you gravitate to, this just brings you there. And they are, I find that there are nods to the Disney film where she compares herself to being like an encased rose, you know, things like that, where you know that's where it's referring to, which is fun. I like it as a reader and as a Disney fan. So I'm gonna read this. Tonight is Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be updating every day or how it's gonna work. Tomorrow is a work day, so we'll see if I have tedious stuff where I can listen to more of the First Family, or maybe when I go on my walks. That would be nice. So I'll try to take you along for some things during this week. And all right, yeah. So I'm getting used to vlog. I've vlogged before, but I just never, yeah. So I'm reading more of his beauty, and you know, because this beast is an actual beast, I wasn't really sure how the romance end of this was gonna go, but so far, like, you know, like they have kissed, and she mentions that like the texture of his tongue feels different, I guess, you know, because he's a beast. So I don't know how I feel about it yet. I wasn't sure. I was like, is that part of the story gonna happen after a transformation? Like, what's gonna happen with that? But it looks like it happens. That's where it's going. So I just wanted to give an update on that. Hi guys, it is now Monday night. I was gonna say Tuesday, but it's Monday night. I did a little reading this morning when I first woke up. I read some of more of like a self-help book I had, nothing for the readathon. But now I'm gonna start cooking, so the only one home other than Buster, and I thought that might be a good time to get some of the First Family in. That's the game plan. I'm gonna see how much I can pay attention while cooking, because it's a recipe I haven't made before. I just didn't feel like cooking. All I have is chicken tenders, and then I was like, well, I have rice, so I looked up Instant Pot chicken rice, boom, found a recipe that I'm gonna try. So if it's good, I'll show you, and if it's not, this never happened. It may look a little mushy, but this was actually super good, and it's made so much food. I'm gonna add a bag of frozen veggies to it, because why not?
Too angsty for me. He just gave me that.
Hi guys, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, May 4th, so may the 4th be with you. That was Heather from the Disney Housewife that I was just watching, and she's gonna be participating in this readathon too, so I was watching her announcement video about that. And now I'm just having a really tough day, so I'm going to listen to more of my book while I work, because I'm gonna just be doing something a little tedious. So I think I set the timer for an hour. I want to be working for at least an hour. We'll see if I'm able to listen to that audiobook that whole time. That would be great if I can. So that means I'm not getting interrupted with any calls or anything. So let's see how we do. And setting up, you know, your audiobook to listen to on the Overdrive app is pretty easy. It just comes up in your bookshelf. You click it and it plays. I haven't even really updated you on the story for the First Family. It takes place in the White House. The first character you meet is Karen, and her primary job is really keeping watch on the president's son, Cam. He's about 16, loves chess, and this is by Michael Palmer. Sorry, it's playing now. And he's been, did I get a call? Sorry. Cam loves chess. He loves chess, and he's been acting what you might say is just teenager behavior, but Karen really believes something is wrong. The practitioner there for the White House doesn't. So Karen ends up calling her ex-husband Lee, who is a physician. I believe he's just like a pediatrician or a general practitioner, and so the White House practitioner does not like that this outsider has been come in to give his opinion, and he thinks something is more seriously wrong. So right now it's dealing between, you know, the president and his wife are kind of like, what do we do? Their person on staff is saying, this is fine, Karen, you shouldn't be doing anything without me, I could fire you for this, not that it's his decision. And Lee really feels something is wrong with Camp. So those are the characters, that's what's happening, and the story opens up with a girl who is a she plays in the orchestra, she's a prodigy. She collapses or basically passes out while playing, and so that's how you open up. So it's heavily hinting right now that this could be happening to Cam too, that whoever targeted this girl is also targeting the president's son. So, hello, hi. So I am up to part 3, which is chapter 16 of the first family. There are 10 parts to this. And I have discovered, so first, this I already knew, but when I listen to audiobooks or podcasts on like headphones, these are headphones, it just is easier for me to focus on it as opposed to when it's on a speaker. So I was listening to these while working, and then what I discovered was I was more willing to do the dishes today, because I was like, oh, I can listen to the book while I do it. This audiobook thing, I had fallen out of it once I started working from home, because I used to listen on my commutes, but now I may be falling back into it. So for the first family, it does seem that the conspiracy, at least on Lee and Karen's end, may be evolving, may have to do with the son's prodigy abilities with chess. You know, I don't want to give too much, but so the conspiracy is growing. I'm really liking the pace of this. I really feel like this is something you could just sit and listen to because it deals with the White House. I just feel like it would appeal to my husband. Like, this is something, if we had to listen to an audiobook in the car, I feel like he would enjoy it. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm still reading at night. I still have His Beauty that I'm reading on the ebook, and I did select the book for a duology that I'm gonna be reading. Drum roll, please. How'd that sound? Was that a good one? Flame in the Mist. So I'll be reading by Renée Ahdieh, Flame in the Mist. So you can see the little cover there. I don't know why I'm showing it, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just put it over. There it is. So that's what's going on the vlog. It's Tuesday. No books finished yet. But His Beauty, I mean, that's, like we said, that's just an hour of a commitment, but I'm just not totally loving it because I'm okay with, they call it smut. I say they, meaning, you know, whoever, the world, everybody. It's called smut, you know, when it's romance, like intimacy, etc. And I'm fine with that in books, but considering he's, you know, a beast, it's just a little awkward for me. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not comfortable saying anymore. So, I'll keep you updated when and as I please. Maybe we'll throw some other things in here, who knows? Because I don't know, this hasn't been edited yet, so I'm not sure how tolerable this is even gonna be. But that's where we're at. Thanks for being here. And I guess I'll let you know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna watch Dino Hunters. So this is coming off, and Dino Hunters on Discovery Plus is coming on. It's about these cattle ranchers, and their side hustle is digging up bones on their land. It's amazing, you know, because we're like big into the eBay side hustle. You know, we do that. What we do at thrift stores, they do on the land for fossils. It's amazing. Discovery Plus.
Hi guys, it's Wednesday, so a bit of a reading update. I did finish His Beauty by Jack Harbon, and you know, I'm glad I finished it. I'm glad it's done. It did get a bit better and more, a bit more intensity to it. But as I said, it was a short read, and as I alluded to before, like even at the end, the author was like, I don't know what this was, if this was just a consequence of quarantine, you know, in regards to a beast character being in a romance novel. So that aspect of it still just kind of wasn't for me, but I did like the Isla character, who is the Belle character, more as the story went on. It got a little juicier, so to speak, not in a romantic sense, but just in terms of the story. So I found it did pick up in the second half, but it's not something, I'd probably give it a 2 out of 5. So that's where I am with my reading. We might have to change some of the schedule up of what we're gonna be reading, because this book I've been waiting for so long, and it's finally out. I forgot that it came out May 4th, and I guess my reservation for it was like one of the first ones, and of course it's not loading. All right, the long-awaited book is Luck of the Titanic by Stacey Lee. I am so excited for this book. It doesn't really fit any of the prompts I had. I'm not considering it a black cover. I mean, this is black and white. This bottom part is black. That's not a black cover. And it's over 350 pages. It's not a duology. I'm just gonna have to read it because I want to, and because it's a rental and I only have 2 weeks to do it. But I am 19% through Renée Ahdieh's Flame in the Mist. So I read that after reading His Beauty, and I'm up, so that's page 70. I am loving it. I am loving it. I am loving it. So of course I don't remember any of the names, so I'm gonna have to brush up on it, and later in this video I'll give you more of a detailed description of what happens and what's going on. But right now I'll just let you know that I love it. Synopsis to come. So I have a call in 10 minutes, but I wanted to show you some stuff I got in an influencer box. This is a program you can sign up for if you are not an influencer. You don't have to be, because I'm clearly not, but if you have a social media following, you don't even need that. You just need to be on social media, and you can sign up, and they send you these items, and in exchange you review them on their site. Sometimes the requirement will be to review them on like Sephora.com too, and then sometimes it requires social media. Wow, look at this. Main Magic 10-in-1 Primer. Has argan oil and sunflower seed oil. This is by, looks like Eva NYC. Strengthens hair, protects from heat, reduces frizz. So I'm excited to use this. This is the Cute and Clean Vox box that they sent me. And we'll see if we get more details on the items. But this says, simplify your styling routine with one miracle potion. Gives hair a daily dose of vitamins and nutrients. It straightens hair, cuts drying time, adds shine. Used on damp hair and mist prior to detangling or styling. So I'm gonna use this, and I'll keep you posted on some reviews for it. We also got, this body scrub by Sunday Riley called Jelly Body Scrub. Can you see it? It's a skin polishing body scrub to target bumpy, textured, flaky skin. Yes. With the dual action exfoliation system. So you use this in the shower or bath and just put some scrub on like you would a sugar scrub. So I'll keep you posted on that. And we got a natural deodorant by, I don't know how to pronounce it, it's AER, and I love using natural deodorant. It's cruelty free, which is also great. No aluminum, no parabens, so no aluminum is particularly great. And here's the card from the brand. So they have a lot of different lines. And the last item we got, ooh, Goop Glow Microderm Instant Glow Exfoliator. Let's read some deets on this, shall we? Oh, look at it. Can you see that? Massage onto clean, damp skin using circular motions. Leaves for up to 3 minutes. Then rinse and pat dry. What is it supposed to do? Benefits of both physical and chemical exfoliants to instantly polish away roughness, smooth uneven texture, and reveal a healthy looking glowing complexion. Great. So these are all exciting things. So I'll take some pictures of these, and throughout the month as I test them out and use them, I'll let you know how they are and what I think. And then you can see that on my social media too, which is Wrestling with Disney. This one I'm gonna start using right away. Next shower time, using it. Eva, NYC. Stay tuned.
Hi guys, it is now Saturday. I'm coming to you from the car. I'm gonna be going for a walk and then maybe playing some Pokemon, but I wanted to give you an update. I finished the first family. A lot of it was finished walking here, you know, doing chores, and then eventually I was like, I just want to finish this because I was really, really into it. So it was really great. That girl that I mentioned being in the very beginning, her story gets tied in throughout, and it kind of is just helping to re-spark my love for thrillers. So that's been really exciting. So let me tell you about what I've been reading now that that's done. So the book I've been reading for duology is Renée Ahdieh's Flames in the Mist, and I am loving this book. I'm 100 pages in plus so far. Mariko is betrothed to the Emperor's son, and on her way there, her carriage gets attacked by the Black Clan, who she believes is trying to kill her. She ends up surviving, and she's in these dark woods, and she makes the decision she's gonna cut off her hair, she's gonna present herself as a man, and she's gonna find the Black Clan and find out who is trying to kill her and why. At the same time, her brother, Kenshin, who's like a really good hunter, he is looking for her, and it is already so intense, and I really love Renée Ahdieh's writing style, and so it's been very fast-paced for me. I'm really, really enjoying it. So that is one that I just picked up on a total whim because it was duology, and it's working out so well. At the same time, I am reading Luck of the Titanic by Stacey Lee. That's not necessarily gonna fit in anywhere for the readathon, but I picked it because I didn't pick it. I had it on hold, and it came out May 4th, and it became available. I probably was like so excited for this book that I was the first person to put it on hold. I'm excited to start this off. I'm not quite 100 pages in yet. I'm not in love with the character yet, and so it's called The Luck of the Titanic, and it's Valora Luck, and I forget her brother's name. James. And so she's going on the Titanic to find her brother. It's been very insightful because she is Asian, as is her brother. They're half Asian, half Chinese, I believe, and the discrimination against them is, flat out scary to just read about, just knowing our history and our past and the things we don't always think about. So right now, I feel like I'm learning a lot about her. They're on the ship. I think I'll learn more about life on the ship, and what happens as we go on. But so far, so good. It's pretty common for me to have more than one book going on at a time. Next up, I do have with me A Whole New World. This I'm reading for the black cover because I do feel that it is primarily black, and then we have purple in the back, but this is all the black cover part. And I might even pick another audiobook on my phone to listen to while I walk today, because that was such a big help, because I don't always want to have walk. I just don't. So if I didn't have Pokemon Go and the books, I probably wouldn't walk. Why would I want to walk then? I mean, I know why, but why? So that's what's going on here, and we'll see when I update you again. Oh, also, I love that hair stuff that I showed you from the influencer box. I love that a lot. It smelled so good. My hair looked really nice after. You can't see it now. I'm helping my dad move some stuff later, so we're going casual. And I did use the body charcoal scrub, which I didn't love as much yet, but I've only used it, you know, the 1 to 2 times, so we'll see. Took a break from reading to watch BookTube because that's where my life is at now. So I don't even know if anything really happened in this vlog, but I did finish 2 of the books to start off these prompts. I finished His Beauty, which I ranked, I believe, as a 2-star, and I finished The First Family, which I really enjoyed. I thought it was very thrilling. I loved the White House elements about it, so I would give that 4 stars, 4.5. I thought this is why people don't do ratings, and I get it, because like I think the book was perfect. It's just not a book that I'm obsessed with and gonna read all the time, but I thought it was a great book experience. And as I said before, I loved reading it on audiobook. It really kept me engaged in things I didn't want to do because I had this really thrilling story to keep going along with me. Right now, as we said, I'm still reading those other 2 ebooks to take care of my duology prompt, and because I needed my Titanic book now. And I'm getting ready to do a whole new world at the same time because that is the type of mind I have. I have a very low attention span, so I like to have different books going at the same time. Tomorrow is Sunday. It's going to be Mother's Day. That's going to be really fun. And I think that's when I'll start up the next week's vlog. I saw some great books in the bookstore. There's this Cruella Disney book by Maureen Johnson, who is a great author. I've read several of her works before, including the Truly Devious series, which I've spoken about on the channel, that I loved. I am so eager to see her take on a Disney book. I added it to my bookshop wish list, which is where I just keep tracks of books I eventually want to buy. Like, I'm hoping my birthday's next Friday, so I'm hoping, you know, the fam's gonna get me some gift cards and stuff. And then when I'm ready to do, you know, a book spree, I'll do it. But I don't always buy books. I really just buy books that I like buying the Disney books. And I like buying books that I already know I love. Because, you know, we're working with limited space. We can have the cat's toys everywhere. But stuff for me, no. It's just gotta be the cat's toys. So that's where we're standing now. I'm hoping next week I'll try to take you guys along with me to more things. But once again, this was showcasing the May the 4th Read With You Readathon. It was put together by Break Even Books, and he did work with some other channels who he's collaborating with for it, and I heard about it on the Nerdy Narrative. So I hope you're enjoying whether you're reading or just watching, whatever you're doing right now. I hope you enjoy it. I know I gotta work on outros.